Hey guys, this is Esko from MPTcraft here, and this is a stupid chicken because it's ruining my intro. And this is the gravity gun. This is really fun to do, and I would love to see that on a PvP server. And yeah, I can show multiple arrows, and this is really cool. And today I will show to you how this works. So basically how this works is a super fast clock and a slow clock, and I got used to using both. This is the super fast clock, which is a set block clock, and over there is a slow clock, which is a hopper clock. And this is faster than a normal hopper clock because it has its transfer cooldown set to 1. And let's begin with the objectives. So there are 3 objectives. The first one called arrowTP, the second one called arrowTime, and the third one called explode. So on the super fast clock there are these command blocks. The first one will add a life timer. This one is called arrowTP. Is an arrowTP objective, and if there is an arrow which is in the ground and only pick up able by people in survival and creative, it will add 1 to its arrowTP value, and therefore this is used as a life timer. And this command block over here does the same, but for people who are in creative only. So for arrows which can be picked up by people in creative only, this works because of reasons. And I first had just this command block with where it can be picked up by creative and survival, but sometimes only this one works, and so I have both now. And if it has an arrowTP value between 1 and 2, it will summon an arrow on the location which cannot be picked up anymore, so that if you get sucked into this the center, so if I shoot an arrow, I will be sucked into the center, so that you do not pick up the arrow, and there will not be an explosion, just nice particle effects. And yeah, that's why I replace the first arrow with an arrow that cannot be picked up anymore, and then the first one is killed. Also, the second arrow has a life timer, as you can see, for arrows which cannot be picked up. This time it's called arrowTime, and after 1 tick, so if the arrowTime is exactly 1, there will be executed the particle effect called portal on the arrow's location, and also a large explosion at 49 ticks, a fireworksSpark at 48, and a cloudy effect between 10 and 45. And last but not least, the arrow will be killed. So if I shoot the arrow, you will see the nice cloudy effect. Okay, this kind of ruins it. Oh, give me a second. Hey, was easier than I thought. You can just fly straight up. Yeah, I forgot that there was no redstone. I'm lucky to escape. Yay! And yeah, so on a slow clock now, there is the test for command, which tests for an arrow between 5 and 10 ticks. So the lifetime is between 5 and 10 ticks, and then this one resets the comparators with setting the success count to 0. And if there is a pulse through, it will summon a creeper in this little cage over there, which is ignited and has some active effects. The first one is invisibility, and the second one is resistance, so the first creeper does not blow up the second one. And also on the fast clock, the creepers will have another life timer, which is called explode right here, so 3 life timers. And if this life timer for the creeper reaches between 5 and 25, and there's an arrow with a minimum value of 30 and a maximum value of 35, then the creeper will be teleported to the arrow's location. And yeah, as you can see, this has a dy coordinate of 25, so this is this straight line of blocks. Only creepers in this line of blocks will be teleported over there. Why creepers and not TNT? And why in this cage and not directly at the arrow? The first reason is because I do not want the arrows to blow up terrain. So the arrows only blow up entities and not the blocks. And the second one is because if you summon an arrow directly on the location with an active effect of 14, which is invisibility, sometimes you can still see the creeper, and this sucks. And because of this, I've done this crazy stuff here, complicated stuff, to first spawn the creeper over there and then teleport it over there after a time. And yeah, and the last ones on the fast clock, on the super fast clock, are these command blocks, which have a wool color code, working clockwise, and this will teleport. This is for the gravitation, and this will execute at an arrow of an arrow time a minimum value of 23, relatively 4 blocks in the Z direction. Will teleport entities on exactly that block into the negative Z direction 0.05, and the second one has a relative of 3 and 0.1. So this is of course the first blue line because it's clockwise, so this is the first blue block. This is the top line and then works clockwise. The second one is the right line, and the third one is this one, and the fourth one is this one. And yeah, so if there is an arrow like this, the execute command will check for a player that is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks over there into the positive Z direction, and then teleport him 0.05 into the negative Z direction. And if he reaches the next block, the arrow will test 1, 2, 3. This is 3 relative to the arrow, and teleport him 0.1 into this direction. And the next one will teleport him 0.2, or relatively 2, and the last one will teleport him 0.3. So the closer you get to the center, the harder it is to get out, and the faster you get sucked into the center. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I hope you like it. And please, 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 if you make a map with this and you play PvP with these arrows, please send me a link of the videos. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and I will put the commands in the description. And have fun copying, have fun playing,